Hey folks, I'm Rob Franek. I'm Editor-in-Chief here at the Princeton Review. Now, lots of you next week will be taking AP exams, but not just plain old regular AP exams, brand new, at-home, online, unprecedented versions of AP exams. Folks, if you are feeling stressed or nervous about this, you are in good company. It is totally understandable. There are great big changes that you have witnessed throughout the springtime in your academic life and certainly otherwise. But with that said, as you're wrapping up your study for AP exams, we thought it best to volley some last-minute tips for those very exams. There are 8 of them, and I promise that we will buzz through them super fast. Number 1, do all of the housekeeping stuff. Go through the AP checklist. There's a link to everything that I am mentioning in this video in the video description here. Do the demo from the College Board. Make sure that you feel really comfortable with the mechanics of logging in and typing and writing your answers and submitting everything. Those fundamentals should not be a hindrance to you on test day itself. Number 2, simulate testing conditions to the greatest extent possible and take a practice test. How do you find a practice test? You can go to the course description and look to see the FRQs, free response questions from previous years and how they align with this year's exams. And then go and look up last year's exams and do those same FRQs, but do them in a timed environment under the same testing conditions that you'll have on the test in 2020. Again, I'm including links to all of these resources in the video description here on YouTube. And we at the Princeton Review also offer AP practice tests tailored to this year's exams directly on our website. If those are of interest to you, please do reach out to me directly or directly to our team on our website. Now, number 3, score your practice test. This is so important. Definitely find the scoring rubric. We did an entire video on this just 3 days ago. You can find it here on our YouTube channel and go through your answers as objectively as possible to see how many of those raw points will earn you the best scoring on that exam. And if you have a trusted friend in the same class, then try both taking time practice tests separately and then swapping the answers so that you can each score each other's practice exam. Number 4, once you've scored that exam, you need to get to something that you wouldn't normally be able to do on a practice exam or an AP exam in general, and that is to revise. Go back to your answer and consider what you could have done better, and then do it again. Give yourself the chance of getting the best possible answer on any practice test that you take. Number 5, once you've worked on the relevant FRQs from last year's exam, then go back further. Google your AP subjects and the word past exams. It's a super fast way to get your prior year's exams from the College Board's website directly. And again, identify the FRQs that correspond with this year's exam and then do, with your newfound scoring knowledge, practice repetitions, doing practice questions under timed conditions. Folks, as longtime test prep teachers here at the Princeton Review, every single time that you do this, you will get better at it. And by the time you take your exam, it will feel familiar, and that's exactly what you want to feel on exam day. Number 6, you need to prepare your reference sheet and organize your notes. Folks, this is huge. As you know, the AP exams this year will be open book and open note. They'll also be short. You'll have just 50 minutes to take and submit your exam. So you'll have no time to pour over your notes and look up the perfect quotation or the precise date of a past time or the event of that time. Honestly, anything else that is not readily available will be difficult to find in your notes. Your notes should really be best of compilations and only include information that you're most likely to need. So if math and science subjects that you're taking on the AP exams, using a formula sheet for that is absolutely a given, but be strategic on how you lay out any notes for any kind of exam so that every minute can be used for wisely in looking at those notes. Also, practice doing problems or questions with your notes so that you'll familiarize yourself with where you can find the information that you'll need at the very moment that you need it. Now, number 7, we're going to have to go back to step 1 in considering this one. Now, in step 1, we already went through your exam checklist, You'll have checked and double checked and triple checked if possible, or if needed, pardon me, your exam time. And as you know, AP exams will be administered at the exact same time everywhere. Now that is great news if you're in Virginia, less great news if you're in Hawaii, and honestly downright unpleasant if you're in India. But what that means is that you'll need to be ready to go in all-star mode at whatever time your exam starts. So if you're taking AP Human Geography on Tuesday in India, that means that you are logging in at 1 a.m. in the morning for the start time of your exam, which is at 1:30. If at all possible, your exam day should not be the first time that you're doing human geography questions at your specific exam start time. At some point between now and your exam, do a practice question and review your material at the time that your exam starts. Now, for most of you, 97 to 98% of you, your AP exams will fall between 6 a.m. in the morning and 9 p.m. in the evening. But even still, you should get your brain in the habit of thinking about human geography or microeconomics or whatever subjects you're taking for those AP exams at the time of day that you'll be tested. This is especially important if you have an early morning exam and you're not a morning person, or if you have a late night exam and you're not a night owl. Folks, all of these tips are geared towards demystifying the exam so that there are no surprises for you on exam day. Remember, you'll have your setup, you'll have all of your notes, you'll have practice. Your brain will be primed to do that kind of AP work at that specific time. There is great solace in all of those things. But it leads me to my last point. This is number 8, and this is the last one. And we're going to talk briefly about an important subject, which is content review. Now, as you know, the College Board had said there will not be a premium placed on the recall of information that you could simply look up. The point of an open book, open note test is to assess your ability to analyze and synthesize. So don't get bogged down, particularly these last few days, in memorizing facts and formulas, specifically those that you'll likely have readily accessible anyway. Instead, practice creating grooves in your brain for putting together new pieces of information. So if you're prepping for a document-based question, practice looking at different sources, finding the common thread, and then constructing an argument from those common threads for that document-based question. And if you're prepping for calculus, then practice doing problems and showing your work in clear and logical steps. And of course, before you sit for these exams, take a deep breath, center yourself, and folks, have the confidence that you possess the knowledge and the skills to earn your target score. You have been studying for these AP exams for the last academic year. Folks, please know that our full team here at the Princeton Review are rooting for you every step of the way. And we will, of course, continue to update you on any information with AP exams, any standardized tests, college admission, financial aid, and so on. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel for those latest updates. Again, I'm Rob Franek, Editor-in-Chief here at the Princeton Review, signing off until tomorrow.